Cumae's colony was once a Greek settlement in Italy. Archaeologists are looking at an acropolis that has kept its secrets for thousands of years. Here, these experts often find the long-sealed tombs of the region's most important people. But inside one of these tombs, the team found a complicated painting that gave them new information about the past. Hello everyone! In this video, we will talk about the hidden history of an ancient Italian city. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's get started. Since the Phoenicians first came to the shores of what is now Italy, the mysterious 2,000-year-old Mural has shown the hidden past of an old Italian city. So Greek people moved to Campania because it had a patch of fertile land on one side and the ocean on the other. Around 750 BC, the people who lived there started a settlement called Cumae. Because of this, Greek culture spread to parts of Italy's mainland. Dionysius of Halicarnassus, a Greek historian, said that Cumae's wealth and power were praised at the time, but not by everyone. On the other hand, the colony and Cumae's skill at running it made him a lot of enemies. One of them was the Etruscans, who lived in what is now Tuscany. During the late 6th and early 5th centuries, the two nations often fought, but the Cumae won. But Greek Cumae's great days didn't last long. In 421 BC, the city was taken over by the Ascan people of Campania. Under the new leaders, many parts of the Greek culture of the colony were almost totally lost. Even the language changed over time, but some of the history of the area stayed the same. Cumae changed hands once more in 338 BC, this time to the Romans. The town became a quiet backwater on the edge of the empire, but from the 1st century on, it grew to an impressive size, almost twice as big as its neighbor Pompeii, which was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. Experts say, though, that the eruption doesn't seem to have hurt Cumae. Even though the city was only 30 miles from the volcano, it would have only gotten a small dusting of ash. Amazing riches, like a large statue found in 1606, began to turn up in the area. The UC building was found by construction workers in 1738. It was an amazing find that changed Italian history for good. In the area, they were building a house for the King of Naples, Charles of Bourbon. Workers found the ruins of Herculaneum, a town that was destroyed by the Vesuvius earthquake, when they were putting down the foundations. This is why, 10 years later, a Spanish expert found the ruins of Pompeii. Then, a lot of people came to dig at these interesting places, and Cumae was left alone again. The old city of Cumae became less important because of this. People used to think that the Cumae Sibyl was one of the most well-known. People say that the oracle wrote her predictions on leaves and left them at the door to her cave. People also thought she had ties to the underworld and may have used caves nearby to make the river stick. Then, at the start of the 21st century, a group of French scientists, led by Francis Jean-Pierre Braun and Priscilla Muniz from the French National Center for Scientific Research, came to Cumae. The experts started digging at the site of an old cemetery in the city. This graveyard used to be part of a Greek sanctuary and a built-up area with roads. Archaeologists also found rooms with high ceilings that were used as graves. Chambers made of a volcanic rock in the area are called tuff. Each room has 3 tombs inside a single chamber. The door was closed with one big rock, so it would have been easy to get in. Unfortunately, it looks like these tombs were broken when people stole from Cumae in the 19th century. Still, researchers were able to find the remains of people. Archaeologists also used these marks to figure out that the people who lived in the tomb were probably high-ranking Romans at the time their bodies were buried. UC Cumae was no longer a Greek town at that time. Even though it was taken over by the Romans, most of the tombs at the Cumae Acropolis were white or red. In June 2018, the team found something different, a chamber with a very detailed painting whose themes could still be seen even though the painting was very old. Archaeologists had already found other grave decorations at the site, but this was the first time they had found something so complicated. The Israeli newspaper Horwitz revealed in September 2018 that the coffins in a tomb that was dug up a few years ago were painted to look like marble. People were painted on only the two that were found in June. On the sides and front walls of the tomb, there is a painting of a naked worker holding a silver jug and vase. On the other side of the door, you can see a table, a dish called a satala, and a jar that looks like an amphora. A vase called a crater, and its stand are both painted. From these details, archaeologists could tell that the scene was a feast. People think that paintings of people were once on the sidewalls of the tomb, but now only scenery can be seen. The high quality of the work and the bright colors show that the people who lived in this tomb were among Cumae's most important people. Muniz says that up to 3 Romans from the upper class could have been buried here. Even though it looks like the tomb has 3 beds, the team needs to do more research before they can say how many people were buried there. Much of the news about the find has been about how offensive the painting is. But was it rude to show a worker without clothes in Roman times? Experts say it wasn't, because nudity was much more common back then, and it was common for powerful people to collect art that would be considered lewd today. For instance, when archaeologists found a picture of a naked slave, they found out that it belonged to a rich man. The theme of a banquet is widespread in the oldest tombs, but this is the first tomb in Campania, from the 2nd century BC, to show it. Were the people in the graveyard that far behind the times, or did the person who made the tomb love food and wine? Muniz says that the painting was added to the tomb early on. That's it for today. What do you think about this incredible discovery? Let us know in the comments section. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.